So David, welcome to Channel One.
Hi.
Okay, so tell us some things about the forthcoming album, your debut album with Colin All Astronauts. Yeah.
It's our debut album. We come with the punk ethic, but we're not stuck in 1977.
Yeah.
We want to make an album that's very socio-political, where we're pointing out things to people, hopefully to make people think, to realise what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
But they can dance to as well. You know, making a modern version of punk rock, if you would.
Yeah.
Whereby you know, using loops and samples, and dance rhythms, but still having plenty of aggression.
Yeah.
That's really where we're coming from. You know, every one of our songs is an observation on life and what's going on, from how, say, religious zealots are brainwashing people into doing their work.
Yeah.
When it's not them who stand on the front line and blow themselves up. And I'm not just talking about fundamentalists there. It's you know, you've got the moral majority in America.
Yeah.
You know, Washington Wives and all that. It's no different now than it was when the Christians went all over the Middle East trying to convert people. You know, under Richard the Lionheart.
You're right.
You know, it's wrong, and we want people to think about that in this sort of greed-orientated society. People don't seem to have any depth or don't care anymore about things. You know, they read the news, they see people have died. The following day, they're back on with their champagne drinking lives and wanting an iPod or whatever. But there's more to life than that.
Yeah.
And, you know, if through recording music we can get that message over to people, we'll be very pleased about that. When you record a piece of music, it's there forever. Whereas, you know, people write things in blogs. Within 2 days, they're lost in the ether.
Yeah.
You know, people, they've gone. Whereas if you record it, it's there forever. And it's your chance to get your message over, to let people hear what you have to say. And that is what we're trying to do through our music. You know, it's like our drummer, he's just come back from 3 months in Cambodia.
Yeah.
He went there sort of doing voluntary work, teaching.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know, hopefully trying to change the world a little bit, make it a nicer place.
Yeah, you're right. So, David, let's talk about Sinister's Against the World. Tell us some things about the song.
Sorry, could you tell me again?
Yeah, let's talk about Sinister's Against the World. Can you tell us some things? Yeah.
Sinister's, it's a comment on, you get these scenes, be it punk scene, rave scene, indie scene, and people just follow the fashion from one scene to the next scene. But it you know, scenes, especially the punk scene, is not a 3-minute wonder. It's about a lifestyle choice. Yeah. You know, as they say, like a dog is for life, not just for Christmas. That's what scenes are like. You know, people shouldn't be that shallow that something's in vogue one week and out of vogue the next. Yeah. You know, you should make lifestyle choices. Exactly. And that is what Scenesters is about. You know, if one person thinks something's cool, everybody else thinks it's cool. And you know, there's a lot of Emperor's New Clothes, if you would, related to scenes, and I don't like shallow people, and that is really what Scenesters versus the World is all about.
Okay, so David, can you tell us some things about the London music scene nowadays? You know, can you give us a picture?
There is a very, very vibrant scene, and despite the fact that several venues have closed, especially in the West End, like the Astoria, which was one of the most famous venues in London.
Yeah.
They closed it to make a railway station, which is just horrendous. I went to the Astoria. I saw Nirvana first on the bill, opening for Tad and Mudhoney years ago. And the last show I went to see there was Ned's Atomic Dustbin, and it was very, very upsetting, knowing that this venue was closing.
Yeah.
But bands-wise, there's loads and loads of really good new bands, although some of them may not be from London. They're based here now.
Yeah.
And there really is some great music coming out here, and all the gigs are really, really, well attended. Bands I've seen recently that are really recent, I really like new ones up and coming. I like people like Blood Red Shoes, these New Puritans, We Smoke Fags.
Yeah.
All doing something very, very vibrant, exciting.
David, what about the music industry nowadays? With the internet, maybe a new kind of market in a way.
Well, as we see, all the major labels are struggling.
Yeah.
And also a lot of the retailers are struggling. The retailers have had a stranglehold on the music industry.
Yeah.
For so long, with making everybody, like somebody releases a single, and a chain like Woolworths would tell them they had to give them 4 singles free for every one they bought in the first week. How can the record label make money to pay the artists and invest in new artists when they're being screwed all the way down the line? And the record companies are obviously worrying now, and they're doing these 360 deals to people, which is another way of just taking everything off the artist.
Yeah.
And that's not the way forward. It's the small labels and the E-labels that are taking bands forward. There's people obviously going to iTunes, things like that.
Yeah.
Lots of e-zines. And you can find some great music on the internet.
You're right.
There's a couple of bands that spring to mind that I've discovered off the internet, and are now, things that seem to happen. Like a band called Pains of Being Pure at Heart, who are just fabulous. They've got their new album out on Fontana Pop, and it's awesome. And I just discovered them like surfing around MySpace.
Yeah.
Another one, A Place to Bury Strangers. They're unbelievable, very much like the Jesus and Mary chain. I saw them at South by Southwest, but I'd seen about them on the internet, and when we went to South by Southwest last year, I thought I must check out that band, and it blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. Best band I've seen in years.